All right, so before we go outside to show you the plants that I'm starting, let's talk really quickly about the few things that I'm starting now. So, I've already started a bunch of Clemson spineless okra, but guys, these are seeds that I saved from last year, and those were the best okra ever, 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 ever. So, last year I think I had only 4 or 5 plants. This year I planted probably 12 plants, but I think I'm gonna up it and add a few more seeds. So I actually have some okra seeds, bean seeds, and corn and watermelon. Soak it in warm water. I'm gonna soak it overnight, then plant them out tomorrow. Speaking of watermelon, yes, I have several watermelon. I think 3 watermelon volunteers that I popped up throughout the garden, but I believe those may all be um, bush baby watermelon from last year. And I've heard that crimson sweet also grows very well in Central and South Florida, and that is super sweet. So I checked on the back, and it shows that this can be planted between March and April or July and August. So we're just about beginning March, not May now. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these crimson sweet watermelons in. Not sure where I'm gonna put them yet, but guys, I love watermelon, so I'll be getting those in. Then right beside it, I'm gonna be getting some sweet corn in, and it may be a little bit late for this. Let's see what this says. This says March through May or July through August. Yeah, so it's still good. I'm gonna get some sweet corn in. Again, not sure where I'm gonna put it, guys. I'm running out of space, but hey, it's never too crowded to get some more food in. So we're gonna get some sweet corn in. I had sweet corn the first year I moved here, which was 2 years ago, and it was so delicious. I ate it raw right off the stalk. So hoping to get some yummy sweet corn again. Then right beside it, we have our Bush Lake beans. These are bush beans, and we have 2 different kinds. We have 156, number 156, and number 274. So I didn't even realize when I picked this up, guys, that it's 2 different kinds. But from reading the back, 156 is good for canning. They're firm pods, ideal for canning and freezing, and they produce 6.5-inch pods. And this one, number 274, whoops, no, number 274 says vigorous, many-branched bush, heavy yields of pods similar to appearance of pole lakes. It also does 6.5-inch round pods, and it's excellent. It's disease resistant and high in vitamins A, B, and C. So I think I'm gonna use this one. This is the one I decided on. I am not really big on canning beans. Not really big on canning period, but I definitely prefer my beans fresh off the bush rather than canned. So I'm gonna try this one. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be planting the bush beans under the okra. The okra is gonna get tall and be bushy, and then this is gonna be great underneath. So I'm gonna plant some of this under the okra. Then right in front of this, guys, yes, I'm planting more cassava. So I still have several cassava plants. I actually stuck sticks all around. Just stuck them in beds, waiting to decide when I'm gonna transplant them. And some of them have become plants now. So I probably will sell some of the plants at the farmer's market, because I'm gonna start selling at the farmer's market. But I'm also gonna stick some more cassava sticks wherever there's any space throughout the garden. All right, so another thing that I'm bringing back, which I did a couple years back, I am gonna be bringing back my peanuts, guys. These are unroasted peanuts. You can only plant unroasted, unsalted, just raw peanuts. So I have several raw peanuts. These are actually a good ground cover, and plus it has a beautiful yellow flower. And it also fixes nitrogen. So I'm gonna stick these throughout the garden, throughout around plants. I'm not gonna put them necessarily in the bed. I'm just gonna put them around different plants so it can support the plant and help with the nitrogen. And then finally, for the food, well, not finally, I still have a few items. But guys, I went into my closet, my pantry, where I was keeping my sweet potatoes. And guys, look at this. The sweet potatoes, several of the sweet potatoes have sprouted. So I'm going to be planting, these are the Murasaki sweet potatoes. The skin is red, and and when you open it up, the inside, the flesh is white. Delicious, very starchy, very more of a dry sweetness than the orange, which is very more, to me, a little bit wet. We Jamaicans, we say wetty wetty or mushy. This is a little bit more firm and really really delicious. As you can see, it looks very similar to the Caribbean sweet potato or the batata, the Jamaican sweet potato that I harvested recently. But these are the Murasaki. I'm going to be planting more Murasaki, and also I still have some Caribbean sweet potatoes in the ground. I'm going to be cutting some of those slips, and I'm going to be planting. So both the Murasaki and the Caribbean sweet potatoes, I'm going to be planting more of, because guys, you know, we can't have enough sweet potatoes. Plus, what we found out on the Caribbean sweet potato video that I did is that boiling the sweet potatoes is the healthiest. It has a very low glycemic index. So, you know, just because we don't have issues now doesn't mean that we shouldn't be eating healthy. So I plan on adding a lot more sweet potatoes to my diet. And then over here, these are literally, hold on. These are some turmeric that I still have left over from my last harvest. So I plan on, that's a ginger right there. I plan on planting some more of the turmeric that I harvested last November. Yeah, so like about 5 months ago. No, it's 5 or 6 months ago. And you can see they're all sprouting. I've been using them, but there's still a lot in the bag, as well as some ginger that have sprouted. They're kind of drying up, but not sure if this will come to be. Probably. There's still a little bit of life in it, so I'm going to plant all this dried up ginger that I have. So, you know, plant it. I'm probably going to dedicate a bed just to ginger and turmeric, so we can keep an eye on it. I also have some callaloo. Normally I don't plant callaloo because my callaloo springs up in various places, and I always have callaloo to harvest. However, I just harvested some callaloo, and it was so good, guys. I chopped up the callaloo with the and added some chaya and cooked it down, and added some smoked turkey neck bones, guys. It was so good. I'm like, you know what? I want to plant some more callaloo on purpose, guys. I also have a ton of seeds, as you can see. So if you guys need seeds, check out my Etsy store. All right, guys. So that's it for inside. Let's go outside and let me show you all the new plants that I'm adding to the garden. So guys, as I mentioned, I'm adding flowers to my garden now. All of them won't be in the back by the veggie bed. Some of them I'll add it in the front. So this first one here is knockout roses. This one does well in this tropical climate. This is a knockout rose. It's actually the first rose bush that I'm going to have in the entire garden. So I'm really excited about owning roses. I probably keep this in a pot in the front. Not sure yet. Then these, I'll put the name on. I can't remember the name of these, but these plants here are gonna spread along the ground. These are different flowers that I'm gonna add throughout the garden as pollinators. This one here, this is a silver edge thyme. I have like 3 silver edge thymes. I'm gonna add these to around the edges of the bed. Of course, you guys know I have my broadleaf thyme, which I basically use this to replace both thyme and oregano, because it's called Cuban oregano or broadleaf thyme, Jamaica broadleaf thyme, French thyme. So in different, some countries even call it mint, but definitely it has more of a oregano or a thyme flavor. I have an abundant number here, but I don't want to add this as a repellent in the other beds, because as you can see, it takes over this whatever space you put it in. So that's why I'm adding thyme, which I know spreads, but thyme, the regular thyme, is a lot more manageable. This is actually a new kind of thyme. This is called silver edge. So I'm not sure how much it's gonna spread, but you know, we love thyme anyway, so it's all good. Here I have milkweed. Milkweed attracts monarch butterflies, so it's really great as a trap plant. All the monarch butterflies lay their eggs on the milkweed instead of on the plants, so this kind of helps to save my other plants. Then over here I have jalapeno peppers, guys. It's kind of hot to start peppers from seed right now, at least here in Central Florida. So I got this huge start for only $5, so I couldn't beat that, and I got it at Mango Belly. So if you guys want your starts, Mango Belly has really great quality starts. Then, of course, I know most of us know that marigolds are amazing in a garden. Not only are they amazing for attracting pollinators, but because of the strong smell, they repel a lot of insects, including tomato hornworm. So I'm going to be planting some of these marigolds along with my tomatoes. Then here, first time, geranium. I'm planting a geranium. I'm going to put that in around my actual trees just to add some color. All right, so let me show you what else I plan on planting. So here I have what is this one called again? This one is basil, holy basil. This one is called holy basil. It has an amazing smell. I plan on planting a holy basil. I'm probably gonna cut the flowers off so it continues to grow. Then right behind it, guys, this is called sweet almond bush, and it has an amazing smell. These flowers, you can just walk by and smell the flowers. It's amazing. This grows into a pretty big bush, so this will not be going into my beds. I'm going to be sticking it in the garden itself so I can smell it as I walk through the garden. And then here is another silver edge thyme, which I mentioned. You can see I've already started adding some flowers to pots. Did that last week. So you're going to be seeing a lot more flowers throughout my garden. So let's see what else we have. To wrap things up, guys, I got a Blackie mango seedling from our neighbor in South Florida. So I'm super happy about this. I'm probably going to spray the leaves. It looks like it has a little bit of fungus on the leaves, but that's not a problem. I'm going to either remove the lower leaves, but I will be spraying this with some wettable sulfur to take care of that fungus. And then, guys, back here I have purple pumpkin peppers that I started from seed last month. I'm going to be transplanting that into the gardens, all into the veggie beds also. These are more than ready to be transplanted. I think I have probably 5 or 6 seedlings. Then final thing I'm going to be planting, I have this Jamaican pumpkin seedling that was on Etsy, but I took it off, and you can see, look at that, guys, that cabbage worm. You see that fat little worm? Oops. See, these worms like to hide underneath the leaf, but you gotta squish it. Look at that. You gotta squish it, guys. Ew. You gotta squish it. So I can see the worms are already taking this up. Just squished another one on that leaf. So I'm gonna plant this Jamaican pumpkin. I'm gonna spray it with a little neem oil and plant this in the garden. The other pumpkins that I planted I've taken off, and I decided I want to keep this Jamaican pumpkin, so I'm going to plant it. So guys, that's it for today's video. Let me know, drop a comment below and let me know what you're planting in your area, what area you're from, and what you're planting in the month of May. Till next time, bye now.